Hey everyone, it's Sarah here with another video. Today I am showing you the process I followed to give my Resinsoul me her first face up. This was the first face up I had ever done, so I really just kind of experimented and I'm happy with how it turned out. Anyway, I start off by just layering different shades of yellow, orange, red, pink, just to try and build up that skin colour and add some more life to the resin. I'm mainly adding this to the eye sockets, the cheeks, the ears, around the nose, and I do add a little bit to the chin as well. The brushes that I use here initially, I just got from a dollar store, and they're not the best. Next time I will definitely use softer, rounder brushes rather than these flat ones because they weren't the best for applying even colour. Another thing you'll see me use here is just a normal eraser. Now, it wasn't the worst, but I would not probably recommend using it. A kneaded eraser would be a lot better, I think. Just since when I was using this one, I did end up creating some harsh lines and it was harder to just blend with it and to then go back on top and make it look as if I hadn't used an eraser. So yeah, but I mean, that's why I did this, so I could learn. If all you had was an eraser like this, I'm sure you could get by, but it just made life a bit more difficult. At this point, I do switch to using a different brush. It's actually an old makeup brush that I have never ended up using. It applied the colours so much better. When I'm getting the colour from my pastels, I'm actually scraping them with a little X-Acto knife first, just so that I can release the pigment and have it in like a dust, which makes it a lot easier to pick up on the brush. Moving on to the lips, just adding some pinks in there. This was my whole day, really, between spraying and waiting for the layers to dry. It took a while, but I really enjoyed it, so it was quite therapeutic, really. It'd be nice if I actually did this in frame, but oh well. I'm adding some shadows under her chin here, and I'm using a Q-tip to blend it out. Sorry for kind of holding her out of the view of the camera, but don't worry, it doesn't last too long. The sealant that I used did leave a couple of shiny spots. I think it wasn't so much the sealant as in my technique, but what I was just doing is I had a little pin and I was just kind of scratching them, not really, just to try and buff them off before they layered and caused more problems. Not sure I'd recommend it, but it worked. Here I am adding eyeliner to her upper lid, and I'm doing this with acrylic paint. Then I go over top with my pencils. So I only use 3 pencils. There's a black one, a brown one, and a white one, and that's literally all I needed. So here I'm just using the black to kind of tidy up the eyeliner I just put on and add a little flick to the end. Using my brown, I go in and add a crease to her eyelids. If you know the me, you'll know that she already has a crease in her eyelid, but it's pretty low. I did put a little bit of paint into the outer edges of her lips. Using my white, I line her lower lid. These pencils are Faber-Castell watercolours, by the way. I go in with my brown as well, just to add to the details on her lips. It's really just a process of layering. I add some lines, add some pastels over top, spray, rinse and repeat. That's literally it. Now that I have her eyelid creases drawn on and her eyeliner, I add some more shadows to her eyelids. Kind of like eyeshadow, but I was going for a really natural look. Okay, now it's time for eyebrows. If I was to do this again, I possibly would have drawn her eyebrows a little bit lower, but they're fine for now. Initially, I use my pastels to just mark the general area where her eyebrows are going to be to make sure I'm happy with it, and then I go in with pencils to add more detail. Now, my camera did cut out before I was able to finish this. All you miss is me adding some freckles. All it is me using my brown pencil to add little spots randomly around her face. When I was doing this, I kept in mind that in real life, freckles aren't all the same. Some I made smaller, some I made darker, some I made bigger. It really was just random, and I tried not to think about it too much while I was doing it. Here's a little clip I took before adding some gloss of the final face-up. Thank you so much for watching. It's been lovely. Hopefully I will catch you again next time. Bye.